We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig.
I did. Oh, wow. Right on the tip. Just on the tip.
And Blabs. Co-hosted by our friends from around the internet.
There is a portion of Norway where it is legally required to carry a firearm at all times.
If you're just a normal man looking for common sense in this crazy-ass world, you've come to the right place. And now, broadcasting from our homes from around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers. Oh, welcome on out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, and of course, SideScrollersPodcast.com. What's going on, everybody? Hey, happy Monday to you. Did you have a good weekend? You did? Oh, it's good to see you guys. Hey, I'm Stuttering Craig. Man, we got a good show. Lots of stuff to talk about. We got big old feuds and all sorts of insanity happening throughout the weekend. It was a loaded run sheet today. I'm glad you guys are here. Hello, Blabs. Great to see you.
Oh, hello. Yes, today's document was already full from like the weekend. So shout out weekend. Thanks for the news.
The weekend was strong with all sorts of insanity. You know, it's amazing what happens when you have 2 days off, then you come back and all of a sudden,
just a list.
It's a giant list. Yes. You know, we were talking before the show. Bowser was next to me here all the way until the show started.
He could sense that you were going to start shouting. He was like, "Bye, Dad." He
could sense the chaos was about to begin.
He's like, "Au revoir."
For sure. Speaking of chaos, let's bring in It's Monday. Our big yellow man, Yellow Flash. Good to see you, buddy. How are you?
Hello.
Hello.
How's your coffee?
Not as good as it should be.
It's rough. Rough day.
Do you want to tell the chat what happened?
No.
That's such a sad no.
First world problems right there, man. It's crazy.
It is a first world problem for sure.
Damn. You had to get in your car, go to the place that sells you coffee.
Not the one I wanted to go to.
Yeah, go to the place that then find out the place had issues. Then you had to go to another place that sells you coffee. So you had to pay $5 for coffee? How much is coffee? I don't know.
Probably like $10 at this point.
$10 for coffee?
Probably.
No, it's like $6.
It's still a lot for like burnt coffee. Yeah.
Well, I just like to get out of the house for a minute. That's the real thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of truth in that, man. It snowed down here in Texas, and when things snow, everything shuts down. So I was in the house for like 3 days, and I was legit getting pissed off at everybody in my house. I was like, let me go outside. I just want to leave for a little bit.
Let me leave. There's too many women.
Yeah, well, my girls, like my wife's like going out, and I'm busy working throughout the day, right? So she's, they had a couple days off of school, and my wife's
for a snowstorm?
For a snowstorm. Yeah, listen, Blabs, when I tell you things shut down. Like everything stops. People don't go in the roads. And if they do, they just drive off the road. It's like a Simpsons episode down here. It's crazy. People just driving into telephone poles and catching fire. It's stupid. We're not prepared for that down here. Anyways.
Dude, it's like 28 degrees right now. And it's like the hottest it's been like in a month. And I was outside and I was like, this is so nice out. Oh my God. I checked the snow meter. It's on foot.
Oh, good. That's great. Yeah, it's some weird weather in Guam.
I know. Climate change.
Sure. Anyways, with that said, we do have a great show for you guys. Glad you're here. We have a lot of nonsense to share with you guys throughout the day. We're going to start today with how autistic are they? I don't know if you guys saw this over the weekend. I did not share it just for the intention of sharing it on today's show. We have an update on Snow White and specifically the Daily Wire Snow White. I know you were asking about that.
Yeah, I have not clicked on. I saw the link in the document, but I'm waiting to be surprised.
We're going to talk about this Elon Musk Asmongold nonsense that's going on with Path of Exile 2 with Elon Musk's amazing claims. And dare I say it, diversity, equity, and inclusion departments are dying now that it's not popular to have them. So we'll be getting into that as well.
Though?
They're moving over to Bridge.
Yeah, Bridge. And big up to Kirsha for talking about that. Well, the department may be dying, but that doesn't mean the push for all
the
that
message.
Yes. And we got a lot of stuff about the Switch 2 today. So we got and Geoff Keighley got his application rejected to half court. So that we got a lot of things to talk about today. So with that said, and on top of that, we have an amazing, hey, Flash, I don't know if you realize this. When you showed us the video last week of that lady getting belly to back suplexed on our show, do you remember that? The road rage thing? That has turned into an entire thing on our show.
You're welcome.
We now have an animation for every day of the week for Montez, because she was yelling for Montez, her boyfriend, but Montez has now become the guy who belly to back suplexes the lady. So if we hit our super chat goal today, which of course is 30 yellow super chats, we will bust out the brand new animation for today. We have an animation for every day of the week. Isn't that great for Montez? So let's go and get
Montez, because he told her not to fight with him.
Yeah,
so get your ass in the car, woman.
And she ended up getting belly to back suplexed. So we will debut that a little bit later on. With that said, Blabs, please fill us in on today in video game history.
Okie dokie. So today is January 13, which means Galaxy Wars was released in Japan in 1995. We have Mario Party Advance released for the Game Boy Advance in 2005. And then we have Lord of the Rings Conquest released in 2009. Ta-da.
None of this excites me.
You know what, Flash? You can shove it.
None of this excites me beyond. I'll tell you what, you did miss a few games today, Blabs, which I think are noticeable. We can talk about, a GameCube game that I think a lot of people loved at the time. This is before it became like, you're a sports gamer, right? Where people just played video games, and video games were super fun, and you play sports games, or you played FPS games, or you played whatever. But there's a game back in 2002 released 23 years ago for the Nintendo GameCube. NBA Courtside featuring Kobe Bryant was released, and I think a lot of people were into that.
Was that for 64? GameCube, you said?
GameCube, yeah. That was like one of their big marquee titles right off the bat was the Kobe Bryant basketball game, NBA Courtside.
Trying to take on NBA Live at the time. That was the king.
Yes. And then remember when NBA Live had all their T modeling issues where they had the guy standing there, and that
when they brought it back,
ended their franchise. Yeah.
People were saying it's like Jesus, because the one was him. I don't remember what team it was, but he was literally standing in the middle of the logo at center court.
Right. He was just standing. Yeah. Oh my God. I need to find that real quick. That was great. But another game.
I used to play the shit out of NBA Live when it was relevant.
The last,
like 2004 NBA Live, man.
The last one that I saw that I really got into was NBA Live 96, where I made my entire junior varsity basketball team on it. And that was like the big deal, was you could add your entire team, and then make your team make you like all 99s. So you just go run up and down as fast as you can, shoot a bunch of threes, dunk from everywhere. It was the best.
2K's fun, but like I'll say this, for like one of the best times I've ever had playing a basketball game was when I could have an entire starting lineup of Michael Jordans. Because they had like every single version of him in that game. So literally, I had five Michael Jordans from every era.
It's great stuff. Well, I want to show you this NBA Elite thing. I got it pulled up. Another game that you missed today, Blabs, 21 years ago, NFL Street. Man, that game was awesome. What a great...
Yeah, but Game Boy Mario Party Advance.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, NFL Street for the GameCube, PlayStation 2, and Xbox. Those who know. That's one of the last great arcade...
Listen, tomorrow Lily has two sports games. Can you just wait a day?
Well, I'm okay with you. Whenever sports games, whatever. 14 years ago, Nidhogg was released for the PC.
You're a Nidhogg.
You're a Nidhogg, Blabs.
I don't even know what that is, but I'm sure you are it.
Nidhogg was like a fencing game. It's like that's...
Oh, dude, I've always wanted to try fencing. Looks so much fun, but then you hear like all the basic stuff is super repetitive and boring because obviously you gotta do the foot stuff and everything. Yeah. Dude, so much fun.
I just like the idea of sword fighting. Sword fighting is pretty badass. Yeah.
I used to do that in gym class with noodles.
It's called fencing, Craig.
I know, that's what we were just talking about. Sword fighting and fencing, and just busting some ass, stabbing people in the face. It's great.
Yeah.
Well, you can't because they wear those masks.
Yeah, I know.
Well, that's the point. You don't want your eye getting poked out, do you?
Hey, you should
real
play the game.
That's right. Bingo. Exactly. Don't fuck around. You'll find out. That's right.
Be a lot more popular if they didn't wear all that fucking armor. I can tell you that.
Or if they wore like really cool armor instead, like chainmail.
Take your licks.
Dude, that's what I'm talking about.
Take your licks.
Go. Have you guys seen the medieval fighting where they actually are wearing medieval armor? And
yes,
you mean
it's
like
awesome.
Medieval times.
How is that not more popular?
Dude, I don't know. Like where they get in the UFC.
Oh, in a ring? Yeah, we saw that on the channel once. It looks amazing. Great. Let's go.
Where do I watch that?
Gosh.
There's got to be a YouTube channel just for it.
I would become a fan of that if I knew how to like follow it and shit. I don't even know that. I completely forget about it every time we watch it. But that is a cool idea.
Boom! Let's go. Whoop-ah! Just busting in the face. It's definitely not an American centric game, and obviously not very well attended wherever it is. You can see the empty seats in the front row. Look at his little eyes here. Whoop-ah! Oh, let's go. Let's see this right here. Oh, this guy get knocked out over here. What's going on?
Oh, no, they're just fighting.
I don't know if I'd pay to see this, but I like to see highlights of it on X. This guy getting busted in the head.
Oh my god!
I would totally watch this if I knew like where it was broadcasted.
Look at everybody. Look how funny they
M1
are.
Medieval. That's the name of it.
Bro, where are they? In Ireland or some shit? Look at those mountains.
People in the chat were saying Russia. I don't know if that's true or not.
Hey, can we just give it up
just
for
a flesh wound?
The destination. This is being like fought on a hill over.
That's
here.
awesome.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Backing up.
Probably an old amphitheater.
Either
or
way,
stone
like
circle where the witches did stuff.
Maybe we should sponsor M1 Medieval, Blabs. Maybe we like. I know Cody, like Camelot, he's a NASCAR racer and all that, and he's like, "Hey, I need money." No. Sorry, Cody, we're going in on M1 Medieval.
That's right.
Here's your T-pose, by the way, that you were talking about.
This is about to the game. Here we go.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is. Come on.
Okay, so we're in the middle of a game, Blabs. Here, check this out.
Look at this saying right. Look at it right there.
What the fuck?
So
why?
That's Black Jesus.
Cherry, watch, you gonna pass him the ball. He tried to get look.
Why?
So Blabs, a T-pose is what happens when you do motion capture. This is how this is how you start your motion capture. So I don't know. This is some sort of glitch in NBA.
Oh, it's a glitch.
NBA
Okay, I was like, this doesn't make any sense.
No. Nothing about this.
That's hilarious then if it's a glitch.
But it's funny as fuck. Really funny. All right. We got a lot of great stuff to talk about. Right off the bat, Miner came in with the 10. Says, Flash, are you watching the Red Ranger becomes an adventurer in another world? Also, did you know that if you throw a metal chair, NWAZ start beefing if you don't need to hit anybody?
I don't know who NWAZ is, but I do want to watch that anime. I didn't know it was out yet. I do want to watch that, and I will.
When you Google NAWAZ, is that what it was? You get a member of Pakistani politician and businessman, Mohammed Nawaz Sharif. So I don't think that's the right one.
Nathan says, even if all they're doing is rebranding, the message is still dying because people know what to look for. It's going down one way or another, but we still got a long way to go. Let's go, Nathan. You're the man. Kratos says, Nidhogg is a slur against left-handed people. No, I don't think that's correct. That if that was the case, they probably wouldn't have sold as many games as they did. They sold a lot of those games. Ball and Midgets won. Came in. Says, love your content, Flash. Glad I can finally catch you live. Let's go.
Hail, thank you.
Also, Impause says, forgive my lack of participation, but you folks tend to start the stream as I'm getting ready for work. Bummer. Oh, sorry. Well, we are designed for you to tune in during your lunch break or for East Coast and Central. and get up with us in the morning over on the West Coast. And those of you guys over in Europe, guess what? You guys can hang out with us during dinner.
Or
Old
the
man-
replay crew. Hi, replay crew.
Right, let's go replay crew. What's up? Old Man Reflexes says, "What's up, Craig? Met you briefly." Oh, there it is. Yeah, at the Mavs Nuggets game. Boo, Jokic. I just wanted to send you a little support. Keep up the good work. So yeah, I met this guy at the Mavs. I went to the Mavs game yesterday, and went there with my kiddo, and we were sitting up in the 300s, the cheap seats, except they're not so cheap anymore when you're buying $18 nachos.
$18 nachos, dude. Just stuff your bag next time with popcorn.
It's not really how it works, Blabs. You can't really
Why
stuff
not?
that. You're not like I'm not a 65-year-old grandma going to the movies. All right.
So, own that shit. Don't we
Right.
have a backpack or something? A side scroller's backpack. Rep that much. Put it all with popcorn. Away you go.
But I'll tell you this, Old Man Reflexes. Let me say this: when you came up and you said hi, that put a notch in the "Dad is cool" belt, right? Because my daughter, my 10-year-old who I was with, she was like, "Do people recognize you?" And I was like, sometimes when I'm like at gaming spaces and stuff, gaming conventions and stuff. We were actually talking about it on the way down because she was talking about there's this local girl who has like 1 million subs that lives in the North Texas area, and she's like, "Well, you don't have 1 million subs," and I was like, "I don't want 1 million subs," And she's like, "But people recognize you and stuff," and I'm like, if I'm gonna go to gaming conventions, and then Old Man Reflexes comes up and he's like, "What's up, man?" I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" And my daughter's like, "Whoa!" So it was pretty cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Big ups. And we got on the jumbotron during the game.
What?
You don't know what the Jumbo-
It's Craig from Side Scrollers.
That's right. Don't you know? Do you know what? Like, you ever been to a sports game before, Blabs?
Nope.
The jumbotron.
Well, except for hockey.
Yeah, but you know the big screen.
Oh, the big TVs. That's what that's called.
Yeah, the jumbotron.
Huh. You learn
Yeah.
something new every day. I just called the big TV. That's
saying,
the here.
It's pretty nice. So, anyways, if anyone's in if anybody else saw me at the Mavs game, what's up? Worthy One says, "You know what games had solid soundtracks? NBA Street Volume 2, Tony Hawk Underground 1 and 2, Tony Hawk American Wasteland, and GTA San Andreas." Worthy One.
Did you get excited when they put you on the jumbotron?
I did, actually, because for the first, it was in the fourth quarter, and my daughter, for the first 3 quarters, all she wants to do is get on the jumbotron. I was like, "Well, you got to get up and you got to be excited." So they shot us from like literally across the arena, and you could tell they were zoomed all the way in as much as they possibly can because there's still all this space around us, and we're like just kind of like dancing to the song or whatever. And we get on, and I'm like, "What?" It was pretty good. So I was very excited to be on the jumbotron with my 10-year-old because I knew she'd be excited. Anyways, yeah, that was the fun for this weekend. All right. We got a lot going on today, lots to share. And today is a very exciting day because we have a sponsor today. So enjoy the sponsor read from the wonderful Magic Spoon with a no hat Craig. Look, I love cereal. You love cereal. We all love cereal. But at a certain point, you're like, do I really need to be eating this stuff? And the answer is, yes, you should. With today's sponsor, Magic Spoon. Here's what you need to know about Magic Spoon. Not only does it taste great, it has 0 sugar. And if you're living that low-carb lifestyle, probably a good thing for you to check out. Oh, and it's also packed with protein. Yummy. I actually get to feel good about eating cereal. But if cereal's not your thing, they also got cha-ching! Protein bars. Are crispy and crunchy and airy. And on top of that, you can take it on the go. You love cereal, and I love cereal, but as an adult, we know it has way too much sugar and not enough protein. But Magic Spoon allows you to still have that wonderful treat and not feel bad about yourself. I'm gonna be real, they sent me like a bunch of boxes, but I actually ate all of them because they're so good. So use our code SIDESCROLLERS or just click the link down below in the description to get $5 off your next order of Magic Spoon cereal or treats. Or you can pick up Magic Spoon on Amazon or just go to your local grocery store. And you know I love this. Magic Spoon is so confident in their product, they have a 100% happiness guarantee online. So if you don't like it for any reason, which you won't, they'll give you a full money-back guarantee. No questions asked. So click the link in the description down below to go to magicspoon.com/sidescrollers or just scan the QR code on your screen right now to get $5 off your next order. Once again, they support us, so please support them. All right. Once again, you can find the link to Magic Spoon in the pinned chat as well as in the description of today's episode. We appreciate you guys checking them out. Once again, they support us. Please support them. All right. And I love this right off the bat. I know last week there was a lot of controversy in quotations about me not wearing my hat. All right. And we talked about me talking about my hair and everything this week. But Winterfell felt the need to come in with a 9.99. Says it's okay if no hat Craig never returns. Montez, thank you, Winterfell. Appreciate your loving embrace of the lack of hat. All right, Blabs, it's been a while since we played this game, but I'd like to play this game with you. It's time for How Autistic Are They?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, Blabs. Listen, I love arcade games as much as the next guy. All right. Flash, what's your favorite arcade game ever?
Oh, fuck. Ninja Turtles. Okay.
Would you ever dress as a Ninja Turtle to play the Ninja Turtle game?
No. I'm going to wear a shirt or something, but that's about it.
Okay. Well, this guy is the most autistic of all, as he showed up to play House of the Dead.
I saw this.
I saw this too. It's amazing.
And this guy, he's doing a full reload of all the animations over here and looking back, moving around, making sure he's strategically moving around, making sure he's not going to get shot at here, moving in his figure eight pattern over here, dressed up in full attire. Look at this guy moving around.
I love it. It's great. He's doing fitness while gaming.
Yes, yeah, sure. Fitness while gaming, Blabs. Yeah. Okay, keep telling yourself
he's getting his steps in.
Oh my gosh. Sure. Okay, Blabs. Look at the reload. The fake reload is great off screen. What's the most impressive Flash? What's the most I'm sorry, I can't see this. This guy's fucking ridiculous. What's the most impressive gaming thing you've ever seen in an arcade? Or just in general, Flash.
In an arcade?
Just in general, arcade or in on console. What's the most impressive gaming feat you've ever seen?
I have to think about it.
I got one.
Impressed.
Go ahead, Blabs.
When people are playing Elden Ring, but they're modifying it like on a dance pad.
Oh yeah.
Or or even Sean on Twitch, where he plays with like his jaw.
Yeah.
All those things are fantastic. Yes,
those
I've seen
guys
people modifying.
Those guys that beat Dark Souls like that are really impressive.
Yeah, those guys are freaks.
Yeah.
So I was in a Japanese arcade in Akihabara, and that's where this is, I don't know, maybe a decade ago or so. I was over there for Tokyo Game Show, and I saw a guy play through Final Fight in its entirety. Final Fight, the classic beat 'em up. He was smoking a cigarette in one hand. He would take a drag of his cigarette in between like little cutscenes of the game, and then he would just have it hanging out of his mouth, right? As he's playing the game. He went through the entire game without getting hit. The entire game of Final Fight, beat the entire boss. And the most impressive thing about it was, as soon as he knocks the last guy out of the window, which is how the game ends, he just gets up and walks out. It doesn't even stay for the ending. It's like, man, what a fucking boss. What a fucking boss. It was so cool to see.
The best version of that game is the Sega CD version, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Sega CD needed to be superior. I
love the soundtrack in that. So good.
Yeah. All right. Let's go. We got another dude post. This is from dudes posting their W's over on X. This is.
Oh, I love this.
Like, I watch wrestling, and there's a lot of things in wrestling that just they're never moves that are going to be done in real life, except for right now.
Awesome.
Except for right now. Look at this dude busting out an extreme Hurricane Rana. Do you know what a Hurricane Rana is, Flash?
No.
Oh,
he'll see it he'll know when he sees it.
Here we go.
Oh, I saw this video though. It's impressive.
Fantastic. I love it. I freaking love it.
This guy watches a lot of Jean-Claude Van Damme movies.
Oh,
this guy's a 10. Look at that. Wow.
Unbelievable. Like the fact that he was able to do this in real life, go up. That's unreal. I don't even know what to say about that. You see that on wrestling.
10.
What's that, Blabs?
10. Just by that. Look at that. That's fucking amazing, dude. What you?
Oh my gosh. That's crazy. You would
I didn't
never.
know my Final Fight comment would be so controversial.
What, that Sega CD is a good Final Fight?
I just like the soundtrack so much better.
I mean, that was the thing about the Sega CD, was that it was
Yeah.
built around having great CD quality music.
I played it last year because I got that second Sega MIDI. You know what I'm talking about? Because they made two. And that game's on it because they put Sega CE games on it. And that music is just so great.
It's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. I you know what the big thing with the original Final Fight, specifically on the Super Nintendo, was that it was only one player at a time.
Yeah, that was bullshit.
Yeah.
Sega CD had two.
But as a kid, I loved it, man. I loved it. You know, it was all about that.
I've always wondered why that was, because there were other 2-player beat 'em ups. Why did that one only have one player?
It was super early in the Super Nintendo life cycle, and I don't think they just figured out how to maximize the technology yet to figure it out, you know? So I think it was just a technological issue at the time. So
beat 'em ups are they're not as fun without a second player.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
It's not as fun. Two players are what make, at least two players is what makes a beat 'em up fun.
So what's interesting about that is there's a time where I owned a lot of arcade games, and we owned, like, you have this nostalgia for games like Final Fight, this nostalgia for games like Turtles or whatever. And then when you own them and you beat them, like, the replayability is like gone. You're like, oh, okay. And it takes like 20 minutes to beat these like arcade games, you know, because it's supposed to be quick turnaround. So I remember we played through The Simpsons one day at the Screw Attack office, and we played through with like 4 people, and we got done. We were like, all right. And then we like never touched the game again. It's just kind of sat there in the corner. So there you go. Oh, Rudd says, technically it's a head scissors, not a Hurricane Rana. So listen, I only speak in WWE terminology. So I thank you, Rudd. Appreciate that. Speedy K came in and says, turns out the voice actor for Cell that died recently was also a voice actor for G.I. Joe cartoon and a Darkstalkers cartoon. Let's go, Speedy K.
Hey, he was Kami, and who else did he play? I think it was for the Ocean dub. Played Kami and I think Piccolo.
Kratos came in and says, if a cop did that in America, we'd have some mostly peaceful protests. Montez has a new challenger. Let's go, Kratos. That's actually really awesome. Yeah. I don't know if we can make an animation that's much cooler than what you just saw, though. That's the problem.
It was Cell and Kami. And you're wrong, Henry Davis. They did do Dragon Ball because Canada had their own voice cast because of the laws in Canada where you have to have a certain percentage of people work on the product. It just never got released outside of Canada and I think England.
The mystery came in and says, I see an arcade shooter. I have to mention Time Crisis series. Also, Montez. Yeah, man. Time Crisis is outstanding. And thank you for the 10 for Montez. Joey came in with 10 for Montez. Says, the move he did is actually judo, if I'm not mistaken. I have a background in martial arts. This is very difficult move to pull off. The guy must have had several years of training under his belt. Blabs, how much money would it take for you to go in and try to pull off that head scissors move that you just saw? Like,
dude, I wouldn't be able to do that at all. What are you kidding me?
Just saying, like just to try it.
To try it?
Yeah.
Would I get like a trainer and like train me to do it? Oh, dude. Dude, I'm so down. I don't even have to get paid for that. You train me to do that shit? Let's go.
Let's go. Anybody?
I'll be like the short little assassin who could.
Acting all weird, you just stab him in the neck on the way down.
I would love to be able to do that shit. Hell yeah.
Cryptic says it's CCP propaganda. This guy supported the dude who was pulling off this stunt. They guy supported the dude who pulled off it. China released these videos to show off their awesome police. Well, it is awesome.
They won't let you say CCP in a super chat? That's not suspicious at all.
Yeah, that's weird. And Pause came back, says, by the way, Craig, speaking of side-scrolling beat-em-ups, Streets of Rage movie is apparently in planning by the director of John Wick. Ooh, that's intriguing to me. Thank you for that. That's awesome. All right, we do see every super chat, Rumble Rant, and Director Nation. We're going to read every single one of them. Once again, I want to remind you guys, Rumble, X, Instagram, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify, and, of course, Shorts. And of course, head over to sidescrollerspodcast.com. I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff in 2025 for that. 114,000 normal men, which is outstanding. And do us a favor, hit the thumbs up button if you're tuning in. It helps with the algorithm. All right. We have an update on Snow White. Blab says...
We didn't even do hard news yet. You know that, right?
I didn't?
No.
Mother. Oh, fucking God. Unreal. This is just...
Get on.
You see what happens when you don't have Phoenix in the background? The show goes to shit. Ridiculous. On the run sheet, it simply says, Snow White, new look. What is new about this look, Blabs?
Oh, it's just a new still.
Okay. What is
I
new?
I thought we could laugh once again at just Rachel Zegler, just because.
Okay.
The little
We
midget
also-
that she is. It's fine.
We also have this. Says, in case you missed it, Rachel Zegler explained the remake has new inspiration for Snow White's name. She survived a snowstorm that occurred when she was a baby.
Isn't that hilarious?
And so the king and queen decided to name her Snow White to remind her of her resilience.
Yeah, that's in the international trailer, actually.
I didn't even see there was an international trailer released. That's funny.
Oh yeah, that's you get to see her in the carriage with her parents. They name her because of the snowstorm.
That's dude. So she didn't like. This is from Dr. Rachel, but she was like, so she didn't have a name prior to the snowstorm, and it's true. It's like, so how long was she alive for that she just didn't have a name when she was just called baby girl?
They got stuck in the snowstorm, and that's why they named her.
Was she born in a snowstorm?
Yeah. It's all in the international trailer.
It's pretty stupid. I'm sorry.
That's where we also learn that the mirror now measures internal beauty, not outer beauty.
That's because
why
she's so ugly.
That's why she's so much more beautiful. Is because on the inside she's more beautiful than the queen. I'm not making that up.
That's hilarious. We went from the
Her
fairest of
beauty
them all,
rises
the
from
Grimm's
within.
brothers. Oh
That's
my
what it
God.
says. Her beauty rises from within.
So because they cast an uglier, well, she's not. I don't think Rachel's ugly, but like uglier than Gal, obviously, yeah. And you cast this girl to play, obviously, whatever. Hilarious.
You know, we had this poll.
I would prefer a Latina with a bigger booty.
The bootiest of them all.
Rachel Zegler's
Mirror,
kind of a
mirror on the
beanpole.
wall.
She's mid at best, says chat. Yeah, I agree. She's not ugly, right? She's just not. But she's just not. Her personality just ruins all of her midness. So
All of her midness. All right. Well, we had an update also on the Daily Wire Snow White. Now, you were asking about this last week, and apparently now, if you recall, there was a lot of hubbub about this. Where
I did not say that.
What's
I
that?
said, I don't know if I can say that word because it's kind of a racial slur.
Hubbub?
I said she's a beanpole, not the other word.
Okay.
huh?
Don't know.
And if you add an ER to the bean,
Oh, a beaner pole?
can we say that? I did
don't
not
know.
say that. That's fake news.
Blabs, can you say, have you ever heard the word beaner before?
No, that's why I'm trying to understand what this is.
Okay, hold on. This is what I love about the show. Okay, because Blabs got on me last week because I said, I don't even remember. What did I say, Blabs?
It's an ABO.
Yeah, whatever that is, because some Aboriginal people in Australia would be upset, but you're not going to be upset because our southern neighbors in Mexico at one time, I don't think it's a slur. I've heard
Wait.
Mexican people refer to themselves as beaners. So like, I don't know. Like,
You
It means
never
a tall,
know.
thin person. How is that a slur or slang? A tall, thin person.
Well, it's
no,
it's been repurposed.
yes, Blabs.
So what?
I don't know. I didn't know if it
What
was
does
a slur or
it
not.
mean?
YouTube's crazy. So
Yeah. Anyways.
I'm
well,
so
you said it, not
confused.
me.
Yeah, I said it. That's okay. That's what it is. What it is. I don't really care.
Anyway.
All right, so we have news about Snow White. If you recall, a year ago, they released their trailer. It got 4 million views over on YouTube. And the idea was, we're going to make Snow White because because we don't want to deal with the Disney nonsense. We're dealing an anti-woke Snow White. And then what happened just like 2 months ago was Brett Cooper, the girl who's playing Snow White, left the company. So guess what? Unfortunately, it's gone. It's apparently
What?
canceled. Yeah.
So you waste all that money, and it's just poof gone?
I don't think they've wasted any money. I think all they've done is shot with a trailer.
Yeah, you don't know if they
Really?
actually went. We don't even know if they went in and if they had actually started development of it. So, yeah. The Daily Wire reportedly wanted to add a bunch of subplots with the purpose of triggering leftist viewers. Through these subplots were not in the original. Why would see that's dumb? Like, I just got to be honest. Like, there's no reason to do that. If you're gonna take pot shots throughout Snow White, and if it's just she's like, if you're gonna make Snow White, just make Snow White. Then you're doing the exact same as what you're being critical of Disney for.
Yeah, virtue signaling.
Whatever, it is what it is.
Wait, there's so much drama that I have not known about with Brett Cooper deleting posts, unfollowing the Daily Wire. It says it all in that article. I was reading it while you were talking. Holy shit, there's drama.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Always drama. Well,
and apparently the new chick who was like her producer or whatever it was, now she's the comment section. She deleted stuff with her, like spicy.
Well, they were also best friends, apparently.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What, two women having a falling out and then fighting each other to the death? That doesn't happen.
Unheard of.
Oh
What?
my God. Yeah. It's rough. Commodore fan says, I pray the movie going public sees right through the DEI Snow White. This bomb's worse than Bud Light. Thanks, Commodore fan.
I wasn't impressed by the Daily Wire, and I wasn't impressed by Disney.
If Daily Wire was like, yo, Flash, would you be interested in working with us? How would you?
How much?
How it comes down to money. How much?
Yeah, how much? And what's the requirements? All these other things. What's in this NDA?
It's amazing to see the kind of the tide turn with Daily Wire over the last few years. They have this, and this is how it always goes. You have this scrappy startup that sees success, and they're creative, and they're quick, and they're able to make whatever candy bars or whatever it was a couple years ago.
The Harvey's thing, yeah.
They make the candy Hershey's Blabs. Harvey's.
No. Their candy bar. Was it called Harvey's Candy or Harvey's Chocolate Bar or whatever it was? Daily Wire's version.
The guy who runs it. I don't know. But then one or two things happen, 3 or 4 things happen, and all of a sudden the court of public opinion starts to change a little bit, and all of a sudden you become part of the machine. And it's interesting to kind of see how that's happened with Daily Wire as they're kind of labeled as the part of the machine now, I guess, the whole thing, even though while they are an independent company, they're still part of it. So Gusium says, have you guys watched the CoffeeZilla report on Valve pushing gambling in their games, getting away with it by changing definitions and flexing their monopoly on the PC gaming market? Was that the 3-part that CoffeeZilla did? He does good work over there, man. He does good work. That one in particular, I did watch, I think, the 3rd section of it. I didn't watch the first 2.
Speaking of CoffeeZilla, have we heard anything about Haktua after you roasted her?
She's been hiding.
She's been asleep.
Well, she came out recently and said something about supporting the victims.
Yeah,
and then she went away again.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. She did. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Has she faced any legal probe or anything?
I'm sure there's definitely. Oh, sorry. See, this is the problem.
Did you have to say the word probe in front of Craig? He can't say. He can't unhear.
I'm sure she's been probed, but I'm talking about an illegal way.
That's not why I was laughing. All right, wasn't laughing at the word probe.
Yes, you were.
Now it's funny. Now it's funny that you guys think I was laughing at the word probe.
Weren't you? Were you laughing
for sure.
Go on.
For sure were. We know you were.
You can't even tell us what you were actually laughing about. So here.
Yes, I can. Here.
What?
Because Eric, you, me in the movies, sent me this. It says, holy cow, Lucha Libre AAA was a blast last night on Twitch. We'll be watching you guys moving forward. I guess this video is a Twitch partner watching this. He said, this is the best. He said, this is the best Hurricane Run he's ever seen. Here, go check this out. Watch this.
Oh,
that's what I was laughing at.
that's good.
It's the
Wow.
craziest damn thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god,
That's cool.
Dude's like a figure skater right there. Just amount of times he just spun in the air. Look at that.
2,
Whoop
3,
pow.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eight full spins.
Holy shit, these two need to do figure skating pairs. They'd win gold.
Oh my god, sorry. Hey, Eric, fuck you for making me laugh so much for the show. Making me think I'm laughing about the word probe over here. All right. Hey, Speedy Cake says, speaking of old games for old systems, can we get the devs who fit Resident Evil 2 into a N64 cartridge to teach modern devs how to make to efficiently make games and compress files down to sub 100 gigabytes for small games, right? We've talked
Did you
about
see that? Did you see that meme based on that?
No.
The Chad face guy, like, fit this down into a 60 megabyte cartridge, and then the other guy's like the soy jack.
No, I have not.
Hold on, I'll get it for you.
Yeah, please do. Joey says Iron Sheik did the Hawk Tua before it was cool. There you go. Thanks, Joey. Appreciate that. Mercenary says, if you're going to take pot shots, you better make it Mel Brooks level film, or it isn't worth the trouble. Also, Razorfist dislikes the Daily Wire.
Mercenary, are you a Razor fanboy? I'm not judging or anything. I'm just asking.
Miner says, I'm Mexican. We say frijoles, a.k.a. beaners. That's right. Thanks, Miner. Appreciate that. Cryptic says, Google suck it on the G honeypot. Had to even use special characters for G. Nope. I can't use CC. Wow, that's crazy. Thank you, Cryptic. Appreciate that. Oh, no. Thanks, Rod. Honey Badger says, Blabs, you can use me as target practice for that move. Don't make it weird, Honey Badger. All right? Don't make it weird. John, thank you so much for the re-membership. Thanks as well, Tolls. Appreciate that. That's great. All right, we will continue with all your super chats, including Delta, who says, as I told Smash JT yesterday with CD Projekt Red, Warhorse, Saber Studios, and the Soul Ash 2 developers being semi-vocal about DEI, I'm waiting for the assumptions that all of Poland are Nazis. Yeah, it's coming for sure. Polish folks are based. Did you find that, Flash?
I'm looking for it.
Okay. Well, while we do that, Flash, I'll tell you, we'll come back to this because you're busy working. X is introducing something new. They've introduced a lot of new features over the last couple of years since Elon has taken over, and they've announced, this was rumored for a while, that they are going to be rolling out parody account labels. So there's that. They had a little parody thing there. So that's interesting because parody accounts are pretty fun.
I think that's a good idea, honestly.
For sure. Because oftentimes you see a lot of parody accounts that, I have parody accounts that people legit think that they're real thing. Problem is that they're not parody. Like they're all mean spirited. Parody usually is supposed to be pretty funny, right? Mm-hmm. So if you have a parody account labeled with that, now the question is how does it happen? There you go. Here's actually a question by X. How are parody labels implemented? Parody labels are implemented by marking accounts that impersonates a parody, others with specific label. Accounts must include descriptions in their usernames to indicate they are parody or fan accounts, preventing confusion with official pages. The label helps clarify that the content is not from the official person. Yeah, but once again, do you get the little mask? Is it like a community note type thing?
Yeah, like that's not answering anything, is it? So
yeah,
maybe it's in working stages still.
I'm sure. Well, usually when you see something announced like that on X via like a third party, it's within a couple days later. You'll see.
I'm gonna guess it's probably like a community note because a lot of these parody accounts, like you say, are not even like real parodies. They're just like either trying to impersonate someone and trick people, or they're being mean-spirited about it. So it's not like they're gonna go and be like, yes, I am a parody account when they have an agenda. So I'm assuming it's community noted.
Got it.
Here's this meme that Flash pushed over. Game developers then, we managed to squeeze 800 megabytes PlayStation game, including full motion video cutscenes, into a 60 megabyte cartridge. We didn't even sacrifice any levels. Game developers now, 300 gigabytes. That's right.
Can we talk about that? Like how insane that is, that you need like a fuck ton of gigabytes just to play one game?
You need all the
Insane.
gigabytes, Blabs.
It's insane, dude. The optimization, wild. Like, I know nothing about specs or anything, so I'm not gonna pretend like I do. But like, what the fuck? I don't need this much gigabytes just for Call of Duty.
Do you hear how developers? Do you hear how upset Blabs is?
You're hurting my tower. Literally, my vengeance.
Get back to your tower.
I know, not that tower. The other tower down there.
She's so upset. Listen to how upset. Blabs, please tell everybody how upset you are about
I'm
your gigabytes.
sad. There's too many gigabytes and not enough space.
It's bullshit.
Ew. Better.
Too many
Can
gigabytes.
I get away now? Thanks.
Bullshit.
That's right. Let them know, Flash. Screw your gigabytes, all right?
Yeah, fuck you and your big space gigabytes.
Yeah.
Dads.
It's true though, man. They don't know how to optimize anymore.
It is true. Yeah, absolutely. And it's like they want to take up all your hard drive space. All of it. It's ridiculous.
I shouldn't need a terabyte.
Don't need a gigabyte. I think I updated, I think it was Call of Duty, and it was like an 80 gigabyte patch.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Like-
insane.
Doesn't make any sense at all.
They're trying to make up the space for that 50% of the players bouncing.
I just want to make sure. Hey, well, our game was downloaded seven teraflops of space. That's gonna be the new way they measure success, is the amount of data that they have to move for download. Stop all the downloading. That's a
Look at all these hard drives we're taking up.
taking up all the hard drives. It's ridiculous. Kratos came in and says, Blabs, Beaner is a slur against left-handed people. Montez Zuma's revenge. Let's go, Kratos. Thank you for that. We are closing in our goal, 30 yellow or higher super chats, and that's what we'll have Montez doing his Montez action over there. Legacy of Gabe says, can someone recut the Snow White trailer into a comedy satire? I'm
Just
sure
had a laugh track.
Yeah.
Like when she shows her face.
Oh, it's rough, man. It's rough.
She's an attractive woman, but she's no Snow White.
The Worthy One says, speaking of Lucha Libre, you think Penta's WWE run will be better than his AEW run? They've been hyping him for a while, so I'm excited to see what he does over in WWE. So yeah, I think it'll be pretty strong. I think they'll definitely put a belt or two on him for sure.
Can I just talk about this real fast? Okay, over on Locals, Spoon Ninja sent a $1 tip saying, on Locals, you can say the CCP needs to be probed. So I tried to put it in the StreamYard's chat so I could star it, right? And I just got a rejection message from StreamYards and YouTube saying, YouTube rejected your comment. This usually means they think it's spam. Try changing it in a bit. I couldn't even bring it up for you on Spoon Ninja. I'm sorry.
Did you ever get around? Did you ever get around to downloading more RAM?
To me,
So
or Craig?
I found out the issue with that, and we've been pretty good so far. It's a memory issue, and it has to. The show's been in pretty good hands the last couple of weeks. I've been figuring out the issue with that, so we're in okay shape with that. Mostly just need to stop all the downloading. All right, Flash. We got this. Oh, by the way, we can't even say probe. Like, what are we doing? Can't even say probe in the YouTube chat. It's crazy. All right, Flash. We saw this. You are Yellow Flash, and Blabs put in there and wanted to get your perspective on this. Obviously,
that stupid director, Andy.
Yeah.
What's it, Andy Machete?
the Flash.
Yeah, that's why that
failed because
CW show had like 8 seasons.
yeah, people just don't care about the Flash. Is that what's your thoughts on that?
There was a show that was around for like 8 fucking seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell me that no one cares about the character. The comic has been around since the 60s. Come on. Dumb. He's making excuses for making a shitty movie.
You know, in this
Ezra
article,
Miller was the biggest problem that movie had, not the character.
you're not wrong. In this article, he says the Flash failed among all the other reasons because it wasn't a movie that appealed to all 4 quadrants. It failed at that. When you spend $200 million making a movie, Warner Brothers wants you to bring your grandmothers to the theaters. I'm thinking grandmas don't really care about Flash. I found in private conversations that a lot of people just don't care about the Flash as a character.
With who? Some executive in Hollywood that doesn't give a shit about comics?
They probably
The only one he cares about is Batman and Spider-Man and the Wolverine because they have big box office returns.
just saying, like, You probably should have that. That's like the old Billy. What? No. What's the guy's name in The Wedding Singer, where he's like, you probably should have brought that to my attention yesterday. Like you should probably have those conversations to see if Flash resonates. If that's really what you're gonna like hang your.
No one cared about Guardians in the Galaxy either.
Until they did.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy, no one gave a shit about until they made a good movie.
Yep.
What a dumb reasoning this guy has.
So the four
and
quadrants.
not keeping and keeping Ezra Miller like Flash. That was a huge thing. Do you remember, Craig, all that stuff about Ezra Miller a couple years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I do. Said the
Hell,
four. Go ahead.
Even Iron Man and Captain America were like B level. No one really cared about them either. Look at them now.
Yeah, dude, I 100% agree with you. Like, that's the thing about a lot of these characters. I know Ant-Man has kind of become a thing. I guess it had a couple movies. There was that one that starred the kid from Cobra Kai in it as well. The Blue Beetle. Like, what the fuck is a Blue Beetle? I don't care about that shit. I'm not. It's not. The average person doesn't give a shit about these characters, which is why you see them ultimately fail. Just FYI, the four quadrants as defined by Hollywood are males under 25, males over 25, females under 25, and females over 25. So, it says, mentioned all the other reasons the Flash failed likely refer to its poor critical receptions, criticism of its reliance on computer-generated imagery, including recreating deceased actors without consulting their family. That's pretty fucked up.
Well, first, Ezra Miller was never going to get that female demographic in the seats because they don't find a fucking non-binary dude in a dress with makeup on and long nails sexy. Sorry. You should have got somebody fucking masculine and attractive for women to be in the role, not some non-binary femboy.
No, of course not.
That was mistake number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Mistake number 1 was actually casting him.
Well, then we have this Flash, a viral post from Yellow Flash Guy over on X. 8.4 million views, 119,000 likes. Hey, Flash, you resonated with some folks. Simply saying, this is coming off the rumor that the lady from Wicked wants to play Storm in the MCU. I'll let you say it in your voice, buddy.
Please keep the black Nosferatu away from my weather goddess.
There you go. So your thoughts on this idea of her playing?
She looks like Skeletor. And she looks like Nosferatu. I mean, take a picture of her and compare him. You got to get the long shot of this. And then get a picture and set them side by side. They look like the same. She's just black. There's a black Nosferatu. She's ugly too. Keep her away. Storm should be attractive. Like people were posting. There's one right there, like the top comment. Like she would be great. I don't even know who that is, but please take her over fucking Skeletor.
Oh
there
my
you go,
God.
right there. Look at that.
That's unbelievable.
She looks like wind would knock her over. How the hell could she control it?
I mean, you couple this with the long fingernails, it's really fucking weird. Like really fucking weird. Wow.
She looks like that movie Witches that are all fucked up.
Why does she shave her eyebrows too? Why does she do this?
A statement. She wants to look ugly on purpose to stand out.
And fuck, she had a meltdown over them turning her into the Broadway poster of Wicked. Is she going to have a meltdown when she's told that her eyeball, like her pupils have to be erased for Storm to use her power? Is she going to call that? She would probably call that race. They're erasing my eyes. They're erasing them. I don't want her anywhere near the fucking X-Men. But you know what? Some dipshit at Marvel probably saw that and think we should bring her in for an alt. I guarantee you that happened. Because they think, oh, well, she's a big star now. People love her because they're saw to touch.
Did she, I mean, Blabs, you said this. Does she actually shave her eyebrows?
Yeah.
Really?
Or wax them or whatever she does. Look, she has none. They're gone.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, she doesn't have any eyebrows there.
Okay. I know like older women, they'll like tattoo their eyebrows on.
She's removed them. So she's either using a really good makeup or something to completely cover them up, like some sort of prosthetic to, but yeah, they're gone.
Okay. All right. Well, that's A damn shame.
I like how the comment from Black Ass is, "Don't be rude."
Those, for like, it was overwhelmingly positive reactions to that post.
Well, yeah, that's what happens when you have 100 and whatever it is, 1,000. You're gonna make all the Elon bucks from that.
That wasn't even my intent. It was just a post.
Yeah.
You never know like what's gonna pop off. You really don't.
Never know. You never know. Well, good for you. All right, let's get
She's
to this
like
other
my
story.
second favorite X-Men character. Fuck out of here. I don't want her anywhere near that movie.
You've made that abundantly clear, and I love you for it. I love how passionate you are about it. It's great. Shane over on 10 says, "Hey, all. What do you get when you combine a guy who drinks gay coffee, a Harry Potter fan, and a lesbian? Just a regular Monday show of side scrollers. Hashtag the more you know." Are you mocking my glasses and my hair?
Somebody said, "Who's first?" It's Nightcrawler.
Kratos says, "That's your favorite Nightcrawler?"
Here, I got another thing for you.
Okay, sure.
Since we're on the Wicked topic.
Yeah, fire away.
This is funny. You should play it.
Okay, let's see what we got here. What do we got here on this wonderful Monday morning? All right. Is this what the hell is this? All right.
It's funny.
I'm here with the stars of Wicked, Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo. Tell me, what's it like being the stars of Wicked?
I just have to say, I'm black and gay, and that makes me the most important person in the entire film. I know exactly what I'm going through. In fact, I was paid a measly $1 million for the film, and that means I'm oppressed. Did I mention I'm black and gay?
Oh, sweetheart, you're truly the most important person in the entire world.
I really am. Oh, what's happening to me? Help me, Ariana.
Oh, sweetheart, you're being chosen.
Oh, I sold out years ago and I'm a coward.
Where am I? You're on my ship, the non-binary. My name is Everest, and my pronouns. I think you're here because you're the most important person in the entire universe.
Thank you. I agree. But what am I here for?
The universe is in grave danger. You see, what you know to be pronouns and race labels are actually a ranking system and a universal hierarchy. Take a look. At the bottom are straight whites. Then it's minorities and the regular gay and lesbians. Then it's the non-binaries, like me. We're the second most intelligent beings in the entire universe. Then it's gods like you. The only other in that tier is Xerxes. He's also black and gay and ruled the universe. But it turns out he's a lemon and nobody likes him. Now you must take over and restore peace.
I have one thing to say. Thank me that I'm black and gay.
Thank me. Well, good for her. It's great.
It's like old South Park.
Yeah, it really is. That's outstanding stuff. It's good. Kratos says, "What is it about the age of 25 that marks a border between the quadrants? It's almost like humans with fully developed brains behave differently and have different priorities and values." Maybe, Kratos. Maybe 25 when your brain stops getting all smart like. And then Shane over on Rumble says, "Hey kid, I'm a computer. Stop all the downloading." Thank you for that. Appreciate that greatly. All right. Once again, we get to see all your super chats, direct donations, Rumble rants. We'll read everyone. But first, let's get to this next story. Devastating news in the world of competitive video games, Flash. I don't know if you saw this, but I'm going to need you to really, really hunker down for this big news. And I'm going to be very interested to hear your thoughts on this, Blabs, because this one is next level. Now, here's the problem with this. There is a group of there's a League of Legends Continental League, right? Have you heard about this before? It's professional esports. It's the top level of professional League of Legends competition organized by Riot Games Russia. Okay. Okay. So, unfortunately, an all-female team has been booted from the league. Do you have any reason why they would be booted from the league?
They all have dicks by accident.
No, that's not correct, Blabs. That's very really went the other way with that one, didn't you? Flash.
Well, why else would you be
misogynist to you?
I agree. How dare you assume their gender?
No, problematic.
They have been booted from the league because they suck. 27 deaths per game. They got booted out of the league. They were getting destroyed. But what's hilarious about this, if you go to the Reddit League of Legends, the thread was locked because of overwhelming sexism. If you go to the thread itself. So I saw you cringe a little bit there, Blabs.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, pull it back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're fairly pretty, all of them. I understand. Rough, though.
Just, it's just kind of funny. It's kind of funny. It's
I
stuff
mean, to be fair, though, that's what's supposed to happen. When you suck, you're not supposed to be part of something. So they did something right. Sucks for the girls, but they can always train or do something else, like go to a different league or a competition or whatever and get good.
Yes.
Skill diff.
Yes.
But the thread being locked for overwhelming amount of sexism, I'm not the coolest thing with that. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Well, once again, who locked it?
Oh, I don't know.
Right.
I actually kind of want to see the receipts too. Like, what is sexism to you? Like, is it actually like super misogynistic, or is it like, girls suck kind of thing? Like, what's the level here? And apparently, we upset Yellow Flash with my opinion so much he left, but that's all right.
Bummer.
So yeah,
we'll be here for you, buddy. This was, now here's the thing. This was this is 4 years ago, right? But I do think it's worth pointing out, right? It's just funny to see, and like that's at its core what should be happening here. Like, this is, if you suck, you should be booted. That is meritocracy, right? If you're getting rocked, it is what it is. So I don't have a whole lot of sympathy, and I'd be curious to see what these women are doing today.
Craig wants to have them on. He's going to interview them. Like, what do you do?
Blabs, can you get them on the show, please?
I don't even know who they are. What if they don't speak English?
Even better.
Das Vidania.
I saw this. We've talked about Dragon Age Veilguard many times on the show, and once Flash gets in, I can't wait to share this with him. But I didn't play Veilguard, right? If you play all the games, awesome, right? But if you played Veilguard, good for you. But when you see clips like this go around, this is from our buddy Kyle over on X. He posted this, and this has a little bit of that guy from Kind of Funny in it, Andy Cortez. But after Andy, pay attention, because there's clips in here from Dragon Age Veilguard that I never saw, and I was like, whoa. So take a look at this.
Dragon Age Veilguard, how the game director, Corinne Bush, she's a trans woman. And sometimes in games, you just put in your own sort of experiences. And that's so natural to happen. 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 And that's so natural to happen.
I act more like a man than a woman. I can't even be a woman, right? That means I don't feel like a man or a woman. They're not men or women. I'm going to use they instead of she from now. Use they instead of he or she. So I'm non-binary. Is it because I didn't fit as a woman? Is it why I don't fit as a woman? So I'm supposed to struggle with who I am? Even if I don't feel like I fit? Even if I feel wrong? Dragons wouldn't have kings. They'd have queens. Non-binary. Feels...
Ugh.
When she says I act more like a man.
Oh my God.
It feels right.
Okay.
Why does it feel right?
Do you like being a woman?
Nobody likes being a woman.
What?
You talk about corpses too much.
Oh, other people talk.
All right, so that's from
That's
from Kyle.
awful. Don't make me watch any more of that. That's garbage. Well,
like, why is that in there? Like, what an ass kicking when you're playing a game, just totally being beaten down about why it sucks to be a woman and how you're non-binary, how you're mentally broken. Like, I'm sorry, Flash. I know you came into the middle of that. Have you seen that clip from Kyle?
No, I haven't.
Sorry, Blabs. You get to watch it one more time. Here we go.
Damn it, Flash and your stupid internet.
I fucking hate my internet provider, and I think it's time to switch.
I hate him too.
I think it's time to switch.
I don't know if you saw. Did you see all these clips from? This is from Dragon Age Veilguard, and this is from Kyle. You can slice this together over on X. Look at this.
It's so natural to happen.
I act more like a man than a woman. I can't even be a woman, right? That means I don't feel like a man or a woman. They're not men or women. I'm going to use they instead of she from now. Use they instead of he or she. So I'm non-binary. Is it because I didn't fit As a woman, is it why I don't fit as a woman? So I'm supposed to struggle with who I am? Even if I don't feel like I fit, even if I feel wrong?
Yes.
Dragons wouldn't have
I don't
kings.
care.
They have queens. Non-binary. Feels right.
It's like that.
She says I act more like a man.
It's like that Tommy Lee Jones scene from The Fugitive. I don't care.
I don't care. Oh man, what an ass kicking that is. It's just, yeah, please wrap it up. Good God.
No wonder this game fell off a fucking cliff in sales.
Oh, you think so?
We tried to warn y'all that bought it.
You know, that's
I thought the game did pretty well.
No, it didn't.
No,
it didn't make its money.
It didn't make
It
any
did-
money. I thought it would like break even and be fine.
I don't think it did. They were saying it needed to sell like 5 million, and we can, from what I've seen, people can only account for like $1 million or something in sales. That's not enough for a game like that. That game was, you could just tell by looking at it how expensive it cost.
Well, it certainly leveled off over on X. You can see just less than 5,000 people playing, all-time peak. I said this when it came out. I actually thought that it was going to be closer to 100 or 150,000 people, and I overshot it. So I think I overshot the customer there and their willpower not to buy trash. So
remember Jason Shire posted that I like seeing you chuds get owned. I heard he deleted that post.
He sure did. Yes, he did. He absolutely did.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's just like what an ass kicking it is. That's all. We have this interesting. This is I just was sent to be over on X just now. It says Peter Griffin in Dragon Age Veilguard cringe dialogue and scene compilation. This is 4.5 minutes long. I don't think I want to watch the whole thing, but let's just get a little.
Watch a little bit.
Yeah, let's just get a little snippet of.
Was this from Eric again?
No, this is. Just
I was going to say, damn it, Eric.
Here we go.
Them, and then your gender is man, woman, non.
Oh, her. I remember her.
Trying to get the hang of this. Okay, guys, tell me again. Now, which one do I press to shoot now?
Surgery.
God.
Surgery scars are also included in this for all of our trans and non-binary roots out there.
Milk, lemonade, around the corner, fudge is made.
What does that mean? It means I don't feel like a man or a woman. And I'm going to use they instead of she from now on.
Whoa, I knew he was gay. I didn't think he was that gay.
Then what are you?
Okay, so
No, this is amazing. Holy shit.
I don't want to just take this entire video. This is from Fertanga Plays.
That's awesome.
Here's a little bit more.
Non-binary.
Yeah, gay.
I'm going to use they instead of she from now on.
Okay, so he wants to be a woman so he can be a lesbian?
The term for one whose gender does not match the one given to them at birth was a cuniflock.
Sounds insane. Why do you have to keep picking at it? Why can't you just be happy? So I'm supposed to struggle with who I am? Even if I don't feel like I fit, even if I feel wrong?
Yes.
Yeah, gay.
You misunderstood.
Then say it
Dude,
better.
this is amazing. It's so well edited. I would play
I'm
this
never
game
enough
if
for
there
you.
was Peter Griffin in it.
Peter Griffin just going off on these folks.
Yeah, totally.
You could probably make him in that
Mod him.
in that character creator. You just can't make an attractive person, but you could make
That's
Peter
funny.
Griffins.
Let's go just a little bit longer. This is too good.
Then say it better. Why am I never enough for you?
Well, I'm sure your friend Peter would be happy to come along for moral support.
All right, but look, here's the deal. Anything he lops off, we get to bring home for Brian.
So you do go all the way.
Pretty brilliant stuff.
Pretty
Pretty
good.
brilliant. That's great. Kratos Raptor came in and says, I played Veilguard and effing sucks. I hate this game and it ruined the franchise. The devs need to go to Suplex City for Montez. Well, let's keep on pushing. Maybe we can get there with good old Montez. Well, I saw those videos, thought I'd share it. Great stuff right there. And thanks for sharing that over on X with me, Dungeon, for sending that over. All right. We got this. Now, look, let's go to our lead story today. Flash, did you see the insanity associated with Elon Musk and his gamer claims?
No, only actually saw a little bit on that today. So I'm curious. I did see Asmongold say he would stream on X.
Yes.
If Elon could prove what he did was real.
Correct. That's where
and
we're
I
at
wish
right
he
now.
would, because the reason I don't watch him is because he's on Twitch. I fucking hate Twitch.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Twitch is not exactly like there's a reason why we don't stream on Twitch. So, well, Asmongold has challenged Elon Musk to prove his Path of Exile claims with a big wager here. This is courtesy of Dexerto. We're going to go through this article for full context. His Twitch streamer Asmongold has made a huge offer to Elon Musk, providing the world's richest man he can prove he legitimately reached level 97 in Path of Exile to himself, as rumors run rampant that Musk was boosted by another highly skilled player to get him up in the ranks. In recent months, Musk has boasted some impressive gaming stats, achieving high ranks in Path of Exile 2 and becoming one of the best players in the world in Diablo 4. However, some players became suspicious that Musk wasn't actually behind these impressive feats. Now many are questioning whether whether he's actually reached such a high level in Path of Exile 2 by himself, with Twitch streamer Quinn accusing him of, quote, faking his success, and Asmongold accusing him of account sharing to boost himself upwards. So this leads us, let's just start there. Flash. Elon Musk claiming he's one of the best gamers in the world when it comes to these. Your thoughts? Doesn't matter. Who cares?
I don't care. I do find it funny how triggered a lot of, like, it seems like it's mostly like journalists, because journalists, I remember with his Diablo stuff, they were having meltdowns, especially Paul Tassi from Forbes. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, he wrote like 3 or 4 articles getting mad about Elon playing Diablo. I don't know. If he is doing that and paying people to do it, that's kind of sad.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's stupid as shit. Like, what's it really matter? You fucking run, like, what do you, if that's the case, what do you really need to prove?
It's almost like, hello, fellow kids.
Right.
In a way,
kind of.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear that. You know, we got our, if that's the case, like, dude, you fucking shoot rockets into space.
Yeah.
Like, why do you need to prove anything to anybody about anything ever? You own X, you shoot rockets in space. You're not only are you doing space, you have a boring company, you have a car manufacturer, right? Like, I think that's the question that I have is, when does he have time to play these games? And I don't know. I legitimately have no idea. So anyways, back to the story. This is from going back on Asmongold. He says, since those accusations, Asmon has doubled down in his belief Musk didn't grind Path of Exile, and he has made the billionaire a very lucrative offer. He said, did Elon Musk play his account to level 97? The answer is very simply no, unequivocally, without a doubt. If Elon Musk can prove that he played this account to 97, I will stream on X starting the day that he proves it for an entire year straight, every single stream. Here is the clip.
The question, did Elon Musk play this account to level 97? The answer is very simple. No. Unequivocally, without a doubt, if Elon Musk can prove that he played this account.
One of those comments, did you see that? Get fucked, Elon's slave. Is that saying that somebody else playing that?
And you know he can't even go out and be public about it because he's probably done an NDA, right? So if Elon Musk has actually gone and given, bought an account or had people pay his own account, they definitely 100% signed an NDA that is like bulletproof because it's Elon Musk. So these kids or whoever's playing it will never be able to be like, by the way, that was me playing on Elon Musk.
How do I get that job to pretend to be Elon and play games? How much does that job pay?
It's a great question. By the way, Craig, you've been muted this entire time.
I'm just sitting here thinking to myself about this. A lot of really intellectual thoughts going through my mind, and unfortunately, I lost them all. But I'll say this: color me shocked that the richest man in the world has a giant ego, right? I'm just saying, like, nobody should be shocked by this at all, and it doesn't make 0% of this makes sense. When does he have time to play or whatever? The fact that it's his account or whatever. But I will say this, Asmongold streaming over on X would be a massive get. Massive get.
Isn't he the
for
top
Elon.
streamer on Twitch?
At
least one of them.
Now, I don't think he just stream exclusively over there, but I think that he would.
I never stream.
simulcast.
I don't think he streams on YouTube. I think he just streams on Twitch. I watch his edited videos on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do too.
So as of January, the top streamer on Twitch is Kai Cenat.
No, well,
I don't even see Asmon on this list.
It's not. He doesn't stream under Asmongold. It's like Zach or something. Zach R or some shit.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Zach Rar.
Oh, there it is. Zach Rar. That should be him. I see him. Number 11.
Yeah.
I mean, that's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Like all
in
the titty
world.
streamers he's competing with.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, most of these accounts are dudes.
Yeah. He did clarify, however, that he wouldn't stop streaming on Twitch and he would just multi-stream. So this wouldn't be an exclusive deal by any stretch. So then I saw this. This is from my name. Oh, this is Dan. My name be Dan over on X. And I don't think this is that damning, but all right. He said, Elon lost the trust of gamers overnight. Boosting your account and lying about it is the worst offense. Incredibly cringe. Fragile ego on full display. I do think there's a little bit of fragility going in there, but I also think it's because you have a fucking massive ego. So I don't know. Is this a bunch to do about nothing, or is this like, how dare you, Elon? How dare you? Blabs,
I think it's just the fact of lying, right?
Yeah.
You were like, oh, he's one of us. He's a gamer, and then it was all a lie.
I think he is a gamer. He's just not a top gamer. I
Yeah,
mean,
well, then
there's
don't
nothing
lie
wrong with
about it. Just be like, this is what I play, right? Like, I always hate the ones who are like, oh, I'm such a gamer, but then, like, they're not actually. Like, I've never claimed to be a hardcore gamer ever in my life. I just like playing video games, but I'm not a gamer. There's a difference.
I
It's
used
just-
to be a hardcore gamer. I don't have the time
Yeah.
anymore.
I just think, like, he's a liar, and I don't know. Listen, I'm not surprised, honestly. I think it's to do with a lot of ego. Basically, I kind of stuck in Craig's thoughts here. I think it's just ego and lying. It's like, bro. Or some people in the chat were saying it was just to, revert the attention of something else to how Elon actually isn't a gamer, and this was all just conspiracy theory, tinfoil hat moment. This was just to get your attention elsewhere.
Right. Well, it is interesting to see kind of the tide. We've talked about this a little bit since really the election, of how the perception of Elon and other people in the conservative side of things. There's been this shift of like they now all of a sudden they have targets on them, and Elon probably has a target on him all the time just because he's fucking Elon Musk. But
Elon's ego is a problem because look what he was doing on X. When he was banning people, and like he changed the rules of the platform on a whim because people were calling him out.
Yeah.
He is very fragile.
Oh yeah, for sure. Has it been confirmed that Elon Musk is autistic? Because I'm pretty sure there's got to be some serious...
He's on the
Look
spectrum.
at him.
Right.
He's on the spectrum somewhere for sure.
This is definitely like, it's an ego thing.
How autistic are they?
He may be the most autistic of them all, right? But this is a self-inflicted thing, in this situation like this. People can have targets on you all day long, but you have to, in this case, he gave people a target. When you say, oh, I'm level 97 or whatever, people go, okay, fucking prove it. And the fact that he streams and people are like, well, his skill doesn't really match up with level 97. And you gotta grind this many hours to be 97 and blah, 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 blah. Like, he must have some, if this is legit and he proves, he came out and he proved it, then it's, number one, it's brilliant for Asmongold, because Asmongold becomes, his profile gets raised because Elon Musk acknowledges it. And number two, it shows that he has hired people so well to run his companies, and for him to be able to fuck around all day and play these games, that's just another feather in his hat, if that was the case. But that's where it's at right now. So I'm curious to see if you, gentle normal man, care about Elon Musk.
I wonder if he outsourced his gaming guy with an H1B.
But that's what people are saying. Like, yeah. So two things. One,
It's like some gamer from India.
yes, chat, you are
I'm
correct.
here to play his Path of Exile.
Elon Musk does have Asperger's, which is a type of autism. So yes, he does. But two, also, I think another factor of this is that when you're so famous and you have like such a huge influence and it's caught that you're like a liar or something, I feel like that is a lot bigger than, let's say, Craig doing a small lie on Twitter, right? Because of like your status, your popularity, who sees it, your influence and everything. So it's like the same with like a politician line or some huge mega celebrity line. It's all like the same thing. It's basically like how much of an influence you have. And it can be like detrimental because maybe you lied to like a fuck ton of people instead of like 10. So, yeah.
Well, I think everybody at one time has boasted about some gaming. Like, is Dr. Disrespect really the two-time 1993-94 blockbuster champion?
Still never know.
You're right about that. I used to be really good at Gears of War on Xbox 360. I like to boast about that a little
That's
bit
right.
sometimes.
At a certain point, everybody boasts about their stuff, you know? And curious,
I was in
chat.
the top 6,000.
Ooh, look at you.
Yeah.
What is your biggest gaming boast? I'll tell you this right now. My biggest
Castlevania.
yeah, you beat Castlevania. My biggest gaming boast was and I stand by this. I was one of the best in the world at Super Mario 35 when that game was out, which God rest in peace, Super Mario 35. When that game was out, God, I was so fucking good at that game.
Yeah, but did you ever come in 4th place at Evo playing Street Fighter?
No, did you?
No, but we all know someone who has.
Did you play with DSP?
Who's that?
Hey, quick side note. Look at Blabs over here going, no, don't do it.
Don't fucking do it, man. No, stop it.
DSP messaged me on Discord.
Why the fuck are you Why? What did we talk about?
I wish I had that horn thing.
Oh my
You're
God,
getting
here
a
we go.
mouthful from me later, mister.
There we go. Lots of farts for you.
There was no farts. You
no,
pressed
there
the
was
button, nothing happened.
No farts there?
That was
All right.
really tiny.
All right, little baby farts. Here we go.
Why are you the way you are?
There it is.
What have you done?
Hey, Dirtus King says, I played Dragon Age Veilguard and in Dragon Age Lord. Look at Blast. So upset. Going back to Dragon Age, going back to Origins, High Dragons have always been female. The rest of Tasha's story is condensed weaponized cringe. Banned in May, countries for war crimes. Thank you, Dirtus King. Need for Madness Auto says, hey, Craig, love the show you're doing. Do you know Lady Decade and Al Turi, female creators? What?
Sorry, how did you say Lady Decade? Lady Decade?
I said decade, didn't I?
No, you said Decade.
In my brain, it sounded like decade. Yes, I do know Lady Decade. Well, I don't know her, but I know of Lady Decade. Maybe bring them on the show, or maybe bring Lack of Entertainment since he has the Romanian accent. Thanks, Need for Madness. I would love to have Lady Decade on the show. I enjoy her stuff.
Alturi's cool. She leaves comments on my stuff. I know who she is.
Apparently, like there's some controversy about Lady Decade a couple years ago. I don't really know a whole lot of shit about it, but ironic keyboard.
Her husband's on there too as a Top Hat Gaming.
Yeah, I've seen his stuff. Yeah. Ironic keyboard says the whole game scandal is to keep your eyes off Elon and Ramaswamy's H1B fiasco. You think so? It's interesting. Winterfell says Craig DSP 3. We all want it. 2-year anniversary. No, Winterfell. No. Oh man. All right. Retro Jim says people like DSP now. People like DSP now, Craig. He's on a resurgence. Oh, okay. Well, good. That's great. Mercenary says the problem is that Elon's not real like Monk Zuckerberg. They're all AI generated images. James says, why would Elon use a player? If I were him, I would use an advanced version of Grok playing for him. He is a monster AI developer. Why would he pay?
Is AI that good yet?
I don't know.
I don't think it's quite there to be a top player.
Ministry of Wrong Thing says, context, Asmon's challenge was an addendum during a 1-hour reaction video to someone else exposed of Elon boosting. Asmon is not blindly accusing him. Understand. Thank you for that.
Hey, what's up, Wrong Thing?
All right. Let's go and move on. We got a couple other stories before we wrap up, and I think it's important to talk about this Nintendo Switch 2 stuff. Lots of leaks, lots of information about here. Curious, do you guys care when we talk about this Nintendo? Like, I get this vibe from whenever we post like Nintendo Switch 2 videos. Nobody gives a damn about the Switch 2, or at least when we talk about dates and rumors and stuff. But we're going to talk about it here, because there was all the rumors last week about the Switch 2, and Nintendo has made an official statement about those rumors, saying that regarding the images and the videos, they are not official. Well, of course not. That's why they came from a third party. So there's that. And
that's some good wordage.
Yeah.
Those aren't official.
Mm-hmm. Then we have this from Screen Time. Says Nintendo Switch is revealing the Switch 2 on Thursday. This week, Flash. This week.
I can't wait.
The reveal will focus on the console with no games present. Software showcase will be in late February or early March.
I don't like that.
You want it all at one time, huh?
I'd like to see what it can do.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the Switch 2, man. It's been
Me
a long
too.
wait.
Me
When
too.
did it come out? 2016?
Well, it was, I think, 7 or 8 years ago now. Yeah. I think 8 years ago. So, but then there's all those rumors that came out last week.
No, the original Switch came out 2017.
2017. So 8 years ago. So there you go. But then there's this. All those rumors that happened last week. Apparently, the company that was around it, the company was Genkai. It's a third-party group. Apparently, at CES, Nintendo's lawyers confronted them. And this is according to a famous French video game journalist. Okay. Nintendo shortly came to their CES booth with lawyers asking them what's going on. Genki responded that they did nothing wrong and never signed an NDA. But Nintendo's on the case and they'll probably end up suing them. So Nintendo's lawyers are coming out and busting that ass. So there's that. Reasonable. I think that's something that Nintendo would probably do in a situation like that.
If they didn't sign an NDA, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
What can you do?
But then we have this as well, which we didn't get a chance to talk about this last week, but this just sounds fucking crazy to me. This is courtesy of Stealth 40K over on X, who's got this from Nate the Hate. Flight Simulator 2024 and Halo the Master Chief Collection are coming to PlayStation 5 and Switch 2 in 2025. What the fuck? The idea of the idea that Halo would be on Nintendo and or PlayStation is the craziest fucking thing. Like, my brain cannot wrap around that. That's just silly to me. Flash, your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, that's like putting Mario on PlayStation.
Can't even like grasp the idea. And then we have this.
And it's an older game too. How many people would even buy it?
Oh,
I wonder.
I bet
Oh,
that
it would do really well, I would say.
I think it's so incredibly well.
Because I have it on Steam, but I don't know. I don't know if I would rebuy it. I already have it on Steam.
Imagine being able to play like one of your favorite IPs or Halo on the go, on a plane. Give it to your kid to play while you watch TV or whatever it is. So you're basically passing on your own thing.
I can play it on Steam Deck.
Yeah, Steam Deck, yeah.
Yeah, true. But
no,
like,
on Switch, I get it. I'm just saying on PlayStation.
Oh.
I would buy it for Switch 2.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If this happens.
Yeah, I don't care about the PlayStation version, but I would buy the Switch 2 version.
Well, this is a little bit further. This is coming from the guy who leaked the PlayStation 5 Pro reveal and its release dates. He has some dates. And this is why people are saying January 17th, which is Friday.
Mm-hmm.
It says, I have a date for y'all. January 17th, 2025. Launch day is March 3rd. Launch titles are Mario Kart 9, Red Dead Redemption 2, and an announcement trailer for a 3D Mario. Retail price in Canada, $400 right here. We're looking at this thing coming out. This is crazy to think. We're looking at the Switch 2 coming out before
GTA 6?
Well, definitely before GTA 6, but before Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Yeah.
Did you see the Domino's pizza?
Yes, I did. That was amazing.
I bought some Domino's because of that.
So,
I hadn't thought about them forever.
We've seen rumors, though, like a March 2025 release date for the Switch for like a year now. So I kind of feel like that's accurate because it's been floating around for a year.
Mario Kart 9, though, that's going to be hard to go back, or not go forward, I guess, because the previous one has so many stages and characters. I mean, that's a massive game now.
Mario Kart?
Well, it always has been, but I mean the Switch Deluxe version of the old one. There's so many new characters in that. So many stages.
I've said this before. I think that Mario Kart 8 is probably one of the best pure video games ever made.
I
Just
agree.
as far as fun.
I mean, it's basically Nintendo kart racing at this point because you have Zelda, Diddy Kong.
Yeah, awesome.
Aren't the what's the name of that pink Splatoon characters are in it? I think there's like Mii's in it. All kinds of different characters from Nintendo are in that game now.
Yeah. Well, if they do launch the Mario Kart 9 and a new 3D Mario, which the last Mario was Mario Odyssey, which is spectacular, great game. I think that's a great decision. You should always launch your console with a Mario game. Maybe not necessarily a Mario Kart game, but Mario Kart has sold millions of copies at this point. So, yeah. And also something to keep in mind, if all the rumors are true, the Switch 2 is backwards compatible. So you already have Mario Kart 8. You wonder if the DLC will transfer over, how that works with the Switch 2. I'm sure it will, because you don't buy those battle passes or whatever they call it, and not have everything transfer over. Can't be backwards compatible for some of the game. You got to be backwards compatible for all the game. So we could know something by later this week, which I think we'll have. If Nintendo should make an announcement about the announcement, probably tomorrow or Wednesday, I would say, to build excitement. If they do, then you know the jig is up for sure. That big announcement's coming. But it goes a little bit further. This is from over on X, and once again, we'll take this all with a grain of salt here. This guy says, "I'm just the messenger. Exclusive breaking news. It's going down. Nintendo reps are being recruited for February 22nd. Wouldn't post this if I didn't know who gave it to me." And this is, there's always these promotional things here. It says, "Good morning, everyone. I messaged a lot of you over the weekend about the new program with Nintendo. Here's what we know so far. They're launching a new device Saturday, February 22nd. We will be at 110 Best Buys across the country to support the launch on the 22nd from 11 a.m. to 5. 2-hour training event will be held during the week prior. As always, it will be recorded." So anyways, this is them like getting everything ready to go for
That's
the
kind of
launch.
exciting. It's happening. It's like that meme from The Office. It's happening. Stay calm, everybody.
Well, the dates of this are much different, right? So
It's
keep
true.
that in mind. This is they're saying launching February 22nd. The other one is saying early March.
It's
so
only like a week and a half difference, though. February 22nd to March 4th. What was it? That's a week and a day.
yeah, but you have one source saying one thing, another source saying
True.
something totally different. So, but the point is that maybe we are getting a little bit closer to something actually happening, and it's pretty damn cool. Pretty damn cool.
I'm glad they're calling it the Switch 2 and not the Switch U.
Sorry. That was
finally the smart branding.
All right, so somebody in the chat said no, it won't be releasing on a Monday or a Tuesday. So
No.
a Monday
No.
is February 24th, and a Tuesday is March 4th.
Come out on a Thursday or Friday.
So February 28th, February 27th, March 6th, March 7th. Those would be estimates.
Oh, a new 3D Mario game. I'm excited.
Oh man,
I want one.
I will stop down everything. I will end the show. The show's done, Blabs. So excited.
I gotta go game. Bye.
I remember when the PS4 came out, Nintendo launched, what was it, the 3D Mario Land?
Uh-huh. Yes,
I
yes,
ended up
yes.
playing that more. I played that over the PS4 when it came out.
Yeah.
I'll buy every Nintendo console. I'm a sucker for Nintendo. I had the Wii U. I loved it.
Me too. Me too. I have.
We're trying to be ahead of. They were trying to be ahead of the curve there because now everybody's got their shit streaming to tablets.
Mm-hmm.
I still have
You know?
my Wii U. I'm not giving it away or selling it or anything. I only got it because my Wii died. Big sad.
You guys were talking about the game on the DS back in the day, the Halo DS rumored handheld game. Did you ever hear about this, Flash?
No.
Where they were supposed to have Halo on the DS. I remember hearing about
What?
this. It's 2007.
How would that even work?
Check this out. This is from IGN. Here we go.
And you're going to see some better videos on my blog. And you've got basically a multi-card play, single card play, and a model viewer. We're going to do multi-card play, and I'm going to host the game here with Boson. And you can see this is basically just a multiplayer mode right now. But
yeah, pretty much right now it's only one level.
Is that really from Microsoft? Did they do that?
There was a lot of talk about if this was real or not. But this was, I remember hearing about this way long ago. So the Halo DS was a proposed version of this, which never happened. So here's a quick rundown courtesy of Lost Media Wiki. It says the first mention of this game was January 4th, 2007, when IGN's Matt Casamanio made a blog post claiming to have played Halo DS. He claimed the game was completely up and running and fully playable, although never released. On July 18th of the same year, in an interview with was it Silicon Era? Oh, Silicon Era. Bungie employees Frank O'Connor and Brian Jared said that there was never been an officially funded or sanctioned development or any sort of DS Halo game, and that he was probably referring to an unsolicited prototype pitched to Nintendo. So, but the idea that it maybe was pitched is pretty cool. The statement from Bungie employees caused people to accuse him and IGN of lying about the existence of the game, to which he replied it on October 2nd with a follow-up blog post. He stated that the game was real, and that it was created by a real development studio with a very big publisher, as well as releasing screenshots and gameplay videos of the game. In one of the videos, Matt is seen playing the game alongside Mark Boson, who states that it was created by, quote, a AAA publisher. So pretty cool little fun fact there that Halo was nearly on the DS.
oh, shoot. And I'm probably going to get my butt kicked by Boson. Oh, sorry, Boson, you die. But there you go. It's, it's Halo.
Fuck playing it with that stylus.
Looks like Halo, sounds like Halo. And, it's definitely, there's some different control options. I'd like to up the sensitivity on everything a little bit. But
anyways, I mean, when I say it nearly happened, it didn't nearly happen at all. But the fact that somebody developed that and made it possible for people to at least try, that's pretty freaking cool. I love to see stuff like that. Maybe we'll see Halo on the Switch 2 here very, very soon.
There's going to be, I guarantee you, there'll be a COD Switch 2. They're going to all jump on it this time.
Most definitely. Dirtus King says Halo 2 was supposed to have a DS game back in the day. I'm buying the Master Chief Collection on Switch 2 Ultimate. Nintendo victory. Let's go. Dirtus King, thank you so much. That puts us at 19 of our yellow super chats today and our goal of 30. Let's see if we can get there to bring Montez out. We got a new animation today, baby. Miku says, I say the Switch 2 ain't coming until summer. Dirty Nig. Whoa. That's a tough word right there. Dirty
Nidhogs.
Nidhogs. hogs.
Somebody on Saturday when I was streaming, somebody came in my chat and they kept spamming Nidgers. NDGER.
This is a great segment. Thank you.
Just saying, it's tough to say that. Hey, thanks for that. You're just now dirty. Says, what your hype games and movies for this year? The Switch 2. Anything that Nintendo does, I'm a fan of most of the
Are
time.
you a Nintendo fanboy?
Yeah, well, yeah.
I am.
I love Nintendo.
Most gamers are.
Yeah.
Because they make pure games.
They make good shit.
Mm-hmm. They make good shit.
Yeah.
Kratos says March 3rd is the 8-year anniversary of the Switch release, so that holds water. Montezuma, let's go. All right, we're 10 away. We can get there. All right, I got a couple more quick hits before we finish up. Did you see the news? That after Geoff Keighley back in November filed for trademark of Game Awards, Flash?
Yeah, I remember
He's been denied. He has been denied as the U.S. Patent Office has replied that the Game Awards attempting to trademark the term "the Game Awards" is too generic. So the Game Awards are free to have whatever competition they want. And I just put over on X says, looks like Geoff's request to trademark the Game Awards has been denied. The reason? It's too generic. Something he can relate to. So there's that. And then we have this. By the way, Real Game Awards next Thursday the 23rd, right around the corner. We are 10 days out from the Real Game Awards. I'm going to shoot some stuff tomorrow. It's going to be great. All of our presenters have been sending in all their presentations and stuff. It's awesome. The intro, you do not want to miss the intro. It's going to be spectacular. And then we have this. Remember Adam Sessler, Flash?
Yeah, he's gone. He's back to his crazy ways.
He's crazy.
He's crazy.
Seal clapping Sessler over there. Former X-Play host is courtesy of That Park Place. Adam Sessler unloads on controversial ex-Kotaku editor Alyssa Mercante on social media in epic takedown before going back to attacking gamers again, which is kind of one of those things that is very Adam Sessler. Adam Sessler attacked from former Kotaku senior editor Alyssa Mercante on social media in a movie many were quick to call a redemption arc. No. However, he soon went right back into his favorite pastime of insulting, demeaning, and lambasting gamers. Adam Sessler, the former co-host of X-Play on G4, has long been a polarizing figure in the gaming world. Once celebrated as a leading voice in video game journalism, Sessler's recent public outburst and divisive opinions left his reputation in tatters. But in a surprising twist, Sessler turned his ire on another vocal critic in the gaming community, attacking former Kotaku journalist Alyssa Mercante in an epic social media takedown.
And look at that smug bitch.
Jesus. The drama unfolded on Blue Sky. Oh, Sessler's over on Blue Sky now, where Sessler joined a discussion about the decline of gaming journalism. It all started with a post from a Bloodborne enthusiast named Rick, who lamented the fall of Kotaku. He says, that joystick clown from last night made me think of the rise and fall of once beloved gaming blogs, and Kotaku absolutely takes the cake of lamentable failure, Rick said. Up through the Totillo era, it was actually a badge of honor for a studio to have a puff piece written about them there. And that's true. Kotaku, people don't remember. Like, Kotaku was legitimately a pretty good outlet for a while. And then it just kind of, they got broke. They got broke.
Gather around, children, as I tell you a story about the days of Kotaku.
Yes. Sessler responded with a pointed critique of Kotaku's decline. Says, my God, yes. It was where the conversation for the day started, Sessler said. They would drive me nuts frequently with their takes, but they were for real and not the stinking sight of shit and supposition it decayed into. From there, the discussion turned to Mercante a figure mired in controversy from her Kotaku tenure and beyond. Mercante was once the outlet's senior editor before having her contract bought out by her employer earlier this year. One user pulled no punches when describing Mercante. Says, well, look at batshit Alyssa Merchant put that publication through by supporting anti-Semitic morons on Twitch and that whole shit show over there.
He's talking about Hassan.
Yep. Sessler,
who rejected Mercante. Did you see that video?
Yes, I did. It was
it's really funny.
Phenomenal.
Because she loves him. She wants to have several of his babies. She's ready.
She's wants to be all up on
She wants
it.
some of that professor.
Yeah.
And he was like, she stinks.
Sessler admitted that he was unfamiliar with Mercante, but dove headfirst into her contentious history. As Daryl elaborated on Mercante's controversy, ranging from alleged anti-Semitic behavior to internal strife at Kotaku, Sessler's response became more incendiary. Doing some digging myself, and good God, how long did they let her fly her national socialist colors? Sessler said, "Fuck the gaming press 5 times more than they ever should have been fired." Yeah, or ever been fucked, I guess. Mercante didn't respond directly to Sessler. Instead, she responded to YouTube personality Vera Dark, who shared screenshots of Sessler's takedown. Of course. And this is from Vera. Says, Sessler going after Mercante is so fucking funny. They're both lunatics. The left eating the left is glorious thing to watch. And Mercante says, if this excites you so much, I truly think you need to go for a nice brisk walk and look up at the clouds.
It's projection. Which
ironically is probably where Mercante is living. She's probably homeless and has to look at the clouds at this point, but whatever. For a fleeting moment, it seemed like Adam Sessler was aligned with the frustration of gamers about him, but that didn't last long because shortly after the takedown, people showed him that people were making videos about this conversation and quickly went back. He says, do you have the right? This person said, do you have the rights to cesspool? And would you be willing and able to do more reviews in that format in the future? He says no. And as I said a couple months ago, hell no. Games and their insipid players and personalities told me to fuck off, and I did. It's a stupid medium filled with annoying fucks convinced of their genius, and I missed it like I missed Disinty. He's a classy guy, that Adam Sessler, you know? So it is what it is. And he followed up with says 95% of gaming fans, gaming press, and devs are miserable narcissists, grifters, and intellectual midgets, regardless of their political affiliation, he said. And once again, this is a guy who now posts over on Blue Sky as opposed to X. So there's that. It pretty much tells you everything you need to know about him. So yeah, that's kind of where it's at right now. But when Adam Sessler is calling you fucking crazy, like, that's next level.
He took a W and turned it into an L really fast.
Yeah, for sure. Like, sometimes you just got to know when to shut up. But I saw, Smash and all them talking about this over the weekend, and it's funny to see that go. But yeah, it's amazing to see. One thing is true. The gaming press, and we know this many, many times over, the gaming press is not what it used to be. And they are scrambling right now. I watched an interview that Destin, who just left IGN, Destin, who I worked with for a long time over at Screw Attack, when he went to IGN, was there for the last 13 years, became a very big player. And he just left IGN to go do his own thing. And he had Greg Miller on his first interview.
L. So he wants his Patreons. That's what he wants, his patrons for that Patreon.
Well, I went over and I watched the interview in its entirety. And he asked,
how much did he suck his dick?
How much did Destin suck Greg's dick?
Yeah.
I would say it was a very cordial conversation. It was like two friends talking to each other because they've had a relationship for a long time.
Is Greg really anyone's friend?
Greg is everyone's best friend. That's their thing. That's what they call their community, best friends. So there's that. But
until you say something about women,
then you're no longer his friend. You get booted.
And then you're out.
I'll say this. Destin asked Greg about his thoughts on the gaming journalism. And Greg said something that I 100% agree on. He's like, look, there are journalists out there who are scrambling right now, and they've tried to make YouTube channels, and you know what? They realized it's really fucking hard and they can't do it, which goes back to something that I've said many, many times. The reality is that a lot of these gaming journalists, they don't have the skill set to be successful on their own. They don't have a strong enough personality. They don't have a strong enough wit. You don't need a fancy camera and fancy lights and a nice setup to be successful. You just need to have strong enough opinions and be relatable to people. And that's what the gaming press currently is not. It's not any of those things. So that's why you're seeing such a failure for so many people trying to make that transition. So, you know, I think we're not far off, Flash, from, you know, within a couple of years. Kotaku will be out of business. Polygon will be.
It's a bold statement to say
out.
a couple of years for Kotaku.
Well, this is a broader statement about Kotaku, about Polygon, Rock Paper Shotgun. Go down the list of all these outlets. The Gamer, right? They will be gone. They will be gone. And if they're not gone, they'll be on tremendous life support. I think Kotaku is. I think their CEO, when they brought him in the third quarter of last year, I think he had a one year window to kind of turn it around. So I think that Kotaku will if it doesn't see a dramatic uptick in traffic, in revenue, they will be cut by the fourth quarter this year for sure. So, but that's just me. That's my thoughts on it. Mercenary says, so I was in Kershaw's stream yesterday, and she is mad at Grums, mostly about how we are not beating DEI, but they ain't only going to keep going with it. Thank you, Mercenary. Kratos says, flesh-covered meat bag is a slur against humans by robots. Blabs should look up Montezuma's Revenge.
No, thank you.
Kratos El Gratos came in and says, have you ever met Jimmy Fallon? What about Olivia Munn? Montezuma. Oh, we're going to get there. We're 6 away, 6 yellows away. Kratos came back, says,
Olivia Munn.
We could do it, man. We can do it, normal man. Only 6 more. 6 isn't that much. At least that's what most women say. Matthew says, Yellow Flash, do you think Greg Miller has a cuck chair?
Strong chance.
Oh, my God. Dwight says, intellectual midgets has to be the most pretentious phrase I've ever heard. He's probably had his pinky in the air while spouting that one.
While holding a glass of wine.
Yes, Chardonnay. Being upset that it's not the right year. Oh, my gosh. All right. I think that's where we're going to wrap. We still have a lot to go. A lot to go on. We have so much news to hit, but we will continue with that tomorrow. Do we have any supers for Flash in there?
I didn't see any.
Okay, we are 6 yellows away from Montez busting out a brand new animation today.
Just to remind people, the theatrical run of I saw the Flash and I immediately thought it was Flash. I was cut short because the film performed badly.
And
Thank you very much.
That's true.
All right. Robert says, let's go all day. All right, let's do it. Rachel Maddow is now a Side Scrolls commercial. Every time you see Rachel Maddow, I want you to think of me. All right? You think of me. Right here. Right there. You know, I was going to talk about my hair today, but we can do that some other time. You know, no big deal. It's, you know, I'll tell you, let's take 5 minutes to do this. Just to kind of get out of the way. Flash, did you know I got new hair?
I didn't.
Yeah. So I got new hair. And
you always wear the hat,
Yeah. So I got new hair, and I was wearing I was going no hair, no hat last week because between the hat and the glasses, the glasses don't go with the hat very well. So I was going like a different look, right? And Blabs goes, well, did you get like a hair replacement? And I said, yeah, I did. I did get a hair replacement. And like I'm not ashamed by that.
If you turn the hat around, it'll go better.
The backwards hat. Hey,
yeah,
kids.
There you go.
No, I'm not doing that.
How do you do, fellow kids?
But you know, let me just kind of give you a quick. You're asking about it, Blabs. and this actually lines up. Let me just kind of give you a quick rundown of it, Blabs, because you were asking about the timeline of it. So I was not expecting to do this. I went in like in early May on a whim because I was
I remember because you were literally like, I have somewhere I have to go where it's going to be uncomfortable. And I was like, all right, and now I know what it is. Like all these months later.
So I went in on May 16th. And the next day, it was on a Thursday. And the next day, you wanted to do Bucket Hat Friday.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
So Bucket Hat Friday was actually awesome because
you're welcome.
because it timed out. I was like, okay, we'll do Bucket Hat Friday. So if you go back and watch that, right, I was kind of swollen around my. But the long and short of it is they take like the hair from your back of your head and they pop it in, and you got to take this like finasteride, which is like it keeps your hair strong. Right, because like 80% of men suffer from, have male pattern baldness. It's just a thing, and they went in, they go in, they replace it, and I was like kind of skeptical, but it was awesome, and like it took about 6 months for it to grow, and now I got a full fucking head of hair. I wasn't like I said, my hair was never really important to me, which is why I like was shaving it off and just kind of getting ahead of it, but it was more about like doing it because I wanted to like look good in my kids' pictures when they got older.
Oh my!
So, but anyways, yeah, man, I'm like super excited about it, and it's been great. And I encourage anybody who, if you have the opportunity to do it, you should fucking do it. It's great. No shame.
Neil Gaiman's in some trouble again.
What happened?
Well, he's on the New Yorker. Apparently, and he's a hardcore male feminist. Don't forget.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently, like right on the cover, it says "Call me master" in quotes. Apparently, made a young woman lick her own poop. That's interesting. I'm sorry, I'm just reading this for now.
Just clipped Flash going in the most soothing voice. That's interesting.
That's interesting. Yeah,
that's another male feminist.
Shout out! Why are all the male feminists?
Who'd have thunk it? Who'd have thunk it? Male feminists.
Who'd have thunk? Who'd have thunk that the people who are the biggest, they're just projecting. It's all nonsense, huh?
He made a young woman lick her own poop.
Wow, look at that. That's amazing. People
hailed as one of the greatest. Comic book industry props him up as like a savior of the industry. So that's interesting.
And the answer is he's an asshole. Apparently. Making women lick their own.
This has been going around for a while with him. That like there's been a lot of women coming forward with allegations on him, and it's all been brushed under a rug with these because the people in the comic book industry, they like pass themselves as the most virtuous of virtue people, and like they're very progressive. But every time like one of their own does this shit, they just sweep it under the rug and act like it didn't happen. So, it's just funny to see.
Well, you know what also is funny to see is the 30 out of 30 yellows we got today, which is spectacular. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now, guys. Flash, this is a callback to last week. We talked about that lady with Montez. We have a new animation today, which will conclude our series of Montez animations. And go check this out. Congratulations, guys. Way to go. We did it.
Bitch.
Montez wins. Perfect.
Let's go. A little Street Fighter 2.
I love that.
Yeah, we have one for every day. Every day. So we got Street Fighter 2 Montez. We got the Moon. We got Dustborn. We got Mario Montez. We got Mortal Kombat Montez. Let's freaking go. Give it up for Phoenix for making those bad boys. All right. Now it's time to get off to read some super chats, guys. It's time to get off and read some super chats. Flash,
do you
got anything
hear
you want to
yourself
promote?
when you speak?
I got it. Well, sometimes. Maybe a video about Neil Gaiman coming up soon. I got to read through this.
Flash has to go now.
This is fucking crazy, dude.
Go check out Flash's channel, Yellow Flash 2, over on YouTube. Flash, have a good one, buddy.
You too. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
All right, look at this.
You're not allowed to talk anymore. My turn. Okay. MP says, forgive my lack of participation, but you folks tend to start the stream as I'm getting ready for work. Bummer.
Read
Sorry,
that.
but we read that one already. Why
forever
is
ago.
StreamYard? Listen, StreamYard sucks. Path of Exile 2 or Pillars of Eternity 2? I was asking about Path of Exile 2 in the poll. PoE. Rod says, hey, Yellowflush. Oh, no. Did you know over here in Mexico in the 80s to late 90s?
No!
I know. Listen, I miss stuff. There's like 30 plus super chats. So yes, I always miss when it's specific for the questions for the hosts. We should just keep them here like peasants and make them stay for the rest of the show. All right. I don't know the answer. I'm sorry, Rod. I'm very, very sorry. Shut up, Craig. There you go. It's just me now. It's me, myself, and I. Hello. All right. Is this a 0 to Kershaw scale? What though? Young Stove says, unrelated. I'm ecstatic. I found my Game Boy in Zelda. Good for you. What is this? What are you doing? What are you sharing? What are you doing? Why am I tiny? Whatever. This doesn't work. Rod, stop laughing. He's Leon R. Kennedy. Guess what R stands for? I don't know. What are you? Okay. Anyway, Le Chevalier. Did Craig turn into Reed Richards something? Probably. M Champion. Tangled sucks. That's not an opinion you can have. Rumble. Okay, so add Toxic for 5. I fortunately missed it live and didn't catch the VOD fast enough, but somebody beat the Gonarch in Half-Life using a steering wheel control last February. That's cool. What are you doing? What is this? Christian says, Haktua girl has a dating advice called Pookie. Yeah, I've seen that you have to pay to use. It's just another AI app with her label slapped on it. Yep. What are you doing? Commodore Fan 64, it's crazy how big gamers are when an entire modern Linux distro with a desktop environment, tons of apps pre-installed can be done in under 5 gigabytes. Stop. I guess we're not allowed to see my face anymore. Honey Badger, as a lefty, the only time I got offended was when an old coworker compared me to people with outie belly buttons. No offense to outie belly buttons. Yeah, they're kind of weird, aren't they? Commodore Fan says, oh, this one came in again. But says, as a lefty, one thing got me wear right-handed school desk, as righties got an armrest when writing, but my left arm was flapping in the wind. Sorry, bro. You're just getting smaller and smaller. Jason says she's a vein in the male gaze. That is for sure. L. Ross says, cast Jade Cargill for Storm. Oh my. The ghost of Pinochet says, Flash, oops, how come every woman gets her eyebrows tattooed always look perpetually surprised? Because they don't have eyebrows anymore. Oh, I'm so tiny. Miner says, I'm with Blabs, sandwich making competition for them ladies. I like sandwiches. The worthy one. You know what clip you guys can use for the show? The rapid box sketch from Chappelle's show. Thank you. Are you done, Craig? What are you doing? Why is it like this giant bar thingy? What is that? Okay. Bonus says, thank you very much. James says she did respond to him directly. Oh my. Hi. Okay, Mercer says, why do you have my name on your brain? What? Mercy also says, make it 5. Also, at this point, I'm just waiting for the insane day to, if not have the sexy aliens take me away. I can pretend to be Captain Kirk. Mercy, I think you need help, bro. Kratos says, you read it wrong, Craig. It's Jimmy Fallon's and Olivia's Munn. The Grateful Gamer says, great club, Craig. Calling Lissa Merck the jerk. Cookie says, I'm doing my part for Montez. Hello. Henry Davis is 1. Henry Davis is 2. Oh, you're glad to see you return. Did you have fun?
Yeah, great time.
Says, this year, not only healing from DEI, but purging it. We'll see.
That's right. Get the
Henry
fuck out.
Says, 3 Montez. Corona says, and here we go. Grateful Gamer says, we was supposed to great flub, Craig. Now I'm doing it. Okay. Dwarfs. Are Blabs old enough to know what a lemon party is? What's a lemon party?
Why don't you Google it? Find out.
All right, define lemon party. To early 2000s shock website featuring an image of 3 elderly men. Ew!
Read it!
Having sex. Why would you watch old men have sex? What the fuck's wrong with society? Ew! Oh, the wrinkles and stuff. Anyway,
please clip that. That is 2 hours and 3 minutes and 30 seconds, chat. If you can just clip that, that'd be
Dwarf
great.
says, our Blabs old. Yes, thank you very much. Got that one. Kratos says, Montezuma's revenge just means uncontrollable diarrhea when you go to Mexico. Now you know. And knowing is half the battle. Montez! Thanks so much for that.
Hey, it's really important that Eric came and says, "Don't knock it till you try it, Blabs." So you got to try. Apparently, you got to try watching that.
Eric, what's wrong with you? I had such high respect for Eric, and now it just kind of crumbled a little bit.
If everybody could please clip that, which you can, by the way, you can clip things over on YouTube very easily, and make sure you tag Blabs in that as well every single time.
Oh, you don't have to do that. That's fine.
Over on X, that'd be good stuff. Thanks, guys.
No.
Yeah, it's great.
Bentley for 10 says, without the hat, Craig looks like George McFly from Back to the Future if George decided to be dark. Hashtag sent with love.
Wow, thanks.
Valkyria Winter gifted 5 memberships over on Rumble. Thank you very much. If you got one, say thank you to Valkyria. And Valkyria says, PC Master Race, bitch. Ew, Scout. Thank you very much.
Oh, Valkyria, thank you so
we're all
much.
caught up.
We sure are, except for Delta says, sorry, Craig. I said CD Projekt when I meant CI Games, the developer of Lord of the Fallen. Many a great shame, but also Poland is making a lot of games. Thank you for that, Delta. All right, time to roll today, guys. Thank you.
Look at this. Spoon Ninja over on Locals made me a meme. It is I, Jose Ramirez.
Oh, there's Jose. That's good.
Nice.
I like it. I like it a lot. That should be a great. That should definitely be.
I feel like that should be an emo. So whenever I go undercover, we just put it in the chat. Jose.
If we can pull it up again one more time.
Oh yeah, hang on.
Yeah.
3%.
If you can get that without the text on the screen,
Right.
I think that'd be great. And
Spoon Ninja, can you send that over again without or tag us on Twitter with the real image sent to Craig since he does all the emotes?
You know what'd be really great is that's our emote for video game journalism, and we should have a
Jose Ramirez.
Yeah, we should have a
I'm better than all of them.
We should have an X account just for Jose, that for like where we post all video game news. It's just
Nah, because it would be what I would post as Jose Ramirez. So it can't be you, it would be me.
Well, yeah,
yeah. Very tismed.
That's fine. I mean, whatever. It's just like it's the brand's video game news site.
Shout out Jose Ramirez.
Yeah, I think that'd be awesome. I think that'd be a great X account. And eventually Jose becomes like a source for Jose Ramirez over on X posted this.
And it's actually just me.
All right, time to roll, guys. Thank you so much for your support today. Appreciate you allowing us to hit. Well, we hit our goal today of our 30 yellows, which is awesome. We saw Montez. We'll be back tomorrow with Razor Fist joining us on Tuesdays. Looking forward to that. We got a lot of great stuff on the way, so stand by. Buckle up. We're going to have a big 2025. With that said, guys, have a great rest of your day. And remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. Have a great rest of your day, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.
Fatality.
Fertility.